संसार बनाने वाले अपने संस्कार से नया संसार बना रहे। तो अब संगम परी मुक्ति जीवन मुक्ति के संस्कार इमर्ज चाहिए ना, तो चेक करो। सर्व बंधनों से मन और बुद्धि मुक्त हुए हैं। अच्छा,
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 8. A visionary's voice in the words of Dadi Prakashmani ji. We, the BrahmaKumaris. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Yeah, month of August had been so much of celebrations. We celebrated Raksha Bandhan. Then we were preparing for Janmashtami last night. We all celebrated Janmashtami. So, belonging to Baba, we also celebrate different festivals. And everything you see, whatever is happening at Confluence Age, and you will see it in the whole cycle. Like beginning of the year, our most important festival is of Shivratri, Shiv Jayanti. Shiv Baba comes and he gives us knowledge. And after that there is Holi, when he says, children, past is past and now be pure. He doesn't want to tell us about impurities. Say, past is past, now become pure. And then, of course, Raksha Bandhan comes, where relation, one family, common parents, and then Baba talked about Jivan Mukti, my first birth of Sri Krishna. Then, of course, there will be 9 nights of goddesses, then there is Diwali, and it's a whole cycle of festivals about all the activities of Shiv Baba with children, with us. So, like Brahma Baba says that, we see the Kalpa tree, and in Kalpa tree, on the top of the tree, we see Brahma Baba standing. And at the roots, we see Brahma Baba with Mary sitting in tapasya. And we say everything is eternal, right? Even if there is no beginning and end, still it has beginning and end. So once Baba asks in the class, Brahma Baba, the beginning is golden age or beginning is confluence age? Beginning is golden age or beginning is confluence age? I think we all will have different answer. Those who think confluence age, can I see hands? Beginning is confluence age. Okay. What about those who think it's golden age? Hmm? No one? Some didn't raise hand for confluence age. So actually it is at this time because it is end and the beginning. No, confluence age is end of the old cycle and beginning of the new, right? And that's called confluence. So at this time, when it is end and the beginning, how do I end everything? No? Old cycle, old sanskars, everything old. And I begin, that means from Tamo Pradhan, I become Sato Pradhan. So when I'm becoming now Sato and I'm ascending, and that is really is the purity, the degrees of purity. So this is the time to, Baba said, reach to perfect stage of purity. And our part in the whole cycle, whether it is status, whether it is family, personality, whatever, it depends on purity. So that is why we, through remembrance and conquering five vices, becoming detached and lovely, all these practices are making us Satopradhan, making us pure. And then the new cycle, new kalpa begins, and my part in the golden age. So what will be my part in golden age? If I have purity, then I must be in the royal family, right? My relationship in the first kingdom is based on purity. And within the kingdom, within the royal family, what part do I play? It's an important part, isn't it? In the beginning of kingdom, with the royal family. And then gradually, as the degrees of purity reduce, as the decline is there, sun dynasty, then is moon dynasty, then is path of bhakti. So just think of your status in sun dynasty, in golden age. It's very clear, you know. If I am very, very close to yagya, purity, my relationship with Baba Mama, with ancestor souls, feel very, very close. Maybe most of you hadn't been with them, but still do we feel close to them? And if we feel close to them, we will be close in golden age also. So then gradually, from 16 degrees to 14, and then it's 12, Moon dynasty, kingdom of Rama. Even if we are not like kings or queens there, but still we are in the royal family, even in Silver Age, in Moon dynasty. And then we become worshippers, but we create beautiful uh, temples. Temple of Somnath, the Shivling there in the middle now is different. Was so it was all diamonds because we had wealth. So where would it be used? Not in luxury, right? Of course, we had good life, but the temples which we created, there was even nothing was less than gold idols, silver idols, diamonds. These days, people just keep everything for themselves. That also they don't use it, like it's all in lockers because it's not safe to wear. Mm. So even our wealth and prosperity, we use it to create these idols. And worshipping also, as Baba said, was Satoguni worshipping. In the beginning, you worship Shiva. And as I said, even Shivling was made out of diamonds and gold. And Baba says in the Murli that this Muslim king, Muhammad Ghaznavi, came and there was so many diamonds, so much gold. He had to invade so many times to loot everything, to take everything. And then gradually, as worshipping also start becoming Tamo Pradhan. So it's such a journey within the cycle of one soul. I, as a soul, from today's body, we had been reflecting on when Baba said, children, you have played part for 84 births. And then you became Tamo Pradhan. Now you are becoming Sato Pradhan again. So it is at confluence age that I become Sato Pradhan. What is Sato Pradhan? Where elements and everything is uh, becoming pure. There will be 100% purity, peace, happiness, and also prosperity. I am going slow because each one of us have to feel it, what is my part, what is unfolding at confluence age, and then it goes on in golden age and continues. So this little time which we get at confluence age is very auspicious. It's very valuable time for us. When Baba is here, the fortune maker. But even what way he can give fortune based on my purity, right? Now purity here is that the alloy uh, in the soul, in the gold has to be removed completely through fire of yoga, through journey of remembrance. I become Tamo Pradhan to Sato Pradhan. So one has to see that one who is Sato Pradhan will have very, very noble nature, humility, and lot of contentment in all different ways. Not only contentment from physical or material resources, but contentment of whatever I do, whatever I am, the way I interact with others, I can give certificate to myself. Even the state of mind, sometimes the mood is high, low. That's more Rajo state than Sato. In Sato state, you remain stable. And if you are not stable, anything. So not only contentment, but consistent, ekras. That means whatever I have to do, I do it regularly in a proper way. Even my relationship with everyone is of love, of friendship, of sharing with each other. So the qualities of Sato Pradhan have to be visible here. And golden age, silver age, yes, contentment, full harmonious relationship, everything is what we play part. We play part. And now Baba says we all have to become angel, constantly serve, becoming pure, becoming Satopradhan, and constantly serve. So it's a beautiful part if when Baba talks of Sadarshan Chakradhari. Swa means self. Darshan means you could see yourself. Chakra. That within the chakra, I can see my part. So even we were descending, but just imagine when you are number one devotee. You have lot of bhavna, you worship, even it's your own images, but in a proper way. So at this time of confluence age, think of the level of purity you need. And Baba says 100% purity. Maryada Purushottam. We naturally follow Maryadas, right? Because we feel that's my life, right? To live the life of Maryadas. So that indicates that soul is consistent, contentment, and moving towards Satopradhan stage. And when we reach to that climax of Satopradhan stage, then golden age comes. And with the way we play our part in kingdom with royalty, Baba says that even if any house, new house is used for a while, it's not new, right? So to come from very beginning of golden age, that means we take birth with Sri Krishna. All of us take birth at that time, Satopradhan. And then gradually decline happens. So now is the time ascending. Now is the time very auspicious. Now is the time to become Satopradhan. So if I keep reminding myself that there is not much time now, and in short time I have to become complete, I have to become perfect. Not only completely viceless, but all virtues also. It's not I just conquered vices, but what about virtues? Inculcation of beautiful virtues, beautiful life, and also Maryada Purushottam. So all that we are doing now in this short time. So when we become pure Satopradhan, and all that definitely depends on the way we take knowledge, study. That is why Baba has given us 4 subjects like knowledge, yoga, inculcation, and service. The service also is creating elevated actions. Baba said, as much you go beyond I and mine, you can do unlimited. But at confluence age, you are kind of limit yourself and you cannot claim unlimited, right? It's only when I'm unlimited that I can claim unlimited. And this can also be called becoming Swadarshan Chakradhari. How I began with my part and how I played so many different parts. Baba said, just change the costume, right? I changed the costume, I played another part. Then changed the costume, so 84. It's a really beautiful experience to think of. Huh? I hope it's becoming clear, right? What we will become, whatever we become now, then we will continue. Not only that, but then every cycle you will have such a beautiful part to play. Whatever part you're playing now, next kalpa at confluence stage you will again play. But it depends on the purity, degrees of purity, and using that purity in creating elevated thoughts, speaking very auspicious words, words of blessing, and our interaction, uh, humility, love, respect, create beautiful relationships with these qualities. And now very soon we will end and the begin. It's eternal, no? So its end is not end as there's nothing, but it's end. That's why we call transformation, old to new. So old ending and new starting. So whether it is with the souls, whether it's with the nature or drama, old is ending and new is starting. So beautiful part we all have in drama. Baba calls us hero actors, right? Very special souls. We have very, very generous heart, right? And of course, love with Baba from heart. There's a lot of love in our heart for Baba. And it's not we remember him when we need him. No, we always remember Baba with lot of love. So think about your Sato Pradhan stage, being in the royal family, and claim a very high status. Om Shanti.
रूहानी नशे में रहो तो बाबा की याद हम बच्चों को सदा निरंतर रहेंगी, जिसके लिए आज भी बाबा की मुरली में सुना होगा कि सवेरे सवेरे ये ड्रिल करो। कहा ना बाबा ने कि अगर कोई सेना में ड्रिल राइट नहीं करे तो उनको क्या किया जाए, डिसमिस किया जाए। तो हमारा रूहानी सेनापति है, वो हमें रोज रोज ड्रिल सिखाता। ड्रिल तो वही होती, लेकिन एक्सरसाइज कराते हैं। ये वो शरीर की एक्सरसाइज है, हमारी रूहानी एक्सरसाइज। ये हमारी रूहानी एक्सरसाइज माइंड और बॉडी बोथ हेल्दी वेल्दी बना। तो हर एक ये सवेरे में 1 घंटा कैसे भी समय निकाल, न हो तो आधा घंटा भी, ये इतनी फुल फोर्स से ड्रिल करो तो जैसे वो एक्सरसाइज करते तो पसीना आ जाता, वैसे हम ऐसी ये रूहानी याद में खो जाने की ड्रिल करें, जो हम इस दुनिया को भूल के अपनी दुनिया वतन में पहुंच जावे और वहां बाबा के पास खो जावे। तो हमारे इस ड्रिल से हमारा मन तन इतना शक्तिशाली बन जावे जैसे कि क्या उन्हों का पसीना आवे और हमारा खुशियां का रोमांच खड़ा हो। इसीलिए अगर पहले पहले अपनी स्थिति चाहते तो ये दिल हरेक को दिल से प्यार से अपने बाबा की यादों में खो जाने की करनी। तब हम पहले कहेंगे कि सबसे पहले मैं ब्रह्मा कुमार हूं, ये भूल के मैं भी बाबा की एक लौली गोपिका हूं, सजनी हूं, बाबा की यादों में समाने वाली शिव की शक्ति हूं। जिसको ये याद रहता तो आज भी बाबा ने मुरली में कहा होगा कि तुम हर एक अपने को क्या समझो, आप इस रथ पर रथी बैठो और सारथी बाबा देखो। सारथी को अपने सारथी को रथ से चलाने वाला नहीं देखते तो खुद सारथी बन जाते और फिर सारथी खुद बनते तो ये मोटर, ये मन, ये घोड़ा, ये बुद्धि चंचलता करती, क्योंकि अपने को सारथी समझते। आप रथी बनो पर सारथी जो है वो बाबा है। आप गाड़ी में बैठो, रथी बनो, परंतु सारथी बाबा है। तो सारथी के हाथ में रथी हो बैठो, निश्चिंत हो बैठो। इसलिए कहा कि अगर खुद को महारथी समझते, महारथी का बताया अर्थ कि साथी याद रखो। साथी याद रहेगा तो साथी भी याद रहेगा, ये अनुभव करो।
दादी ओ मीठी दादी, किया हमको प्यार कितना, किया हमको प्यार कितना, किया हमको प्यार कितना।
Om Shanti. So today, this book of Adidev, which we had started in January. So today is the conclusion of the book today. This is the last page of the book. And then we'll have something new after that. But let's see the book conclusion. Welcome to a Vyakti Journey, Adidev's stories of courage, pure love, and unshakable faith.
Madhuban. Only angels in white dresses and in silence were visible. Madhuban had become a replica of the subtle world, with everyone moving along in deep contemplative stage. In such an atmosphere, Baba's body had been kept for 2.5 days. Didi Mohini Didi, who had been away touring many centers at that time, was able to catch a flight from Allahabad, and she had arrived at Madhuban on the 20th of January. By that time, most people who were supposed to come had also arrived. All the directions had already been received from Shiv Baba through the trance messenger sister. Based on that, Baba's chariot had been decorated with flowers. During those 2-3 days, only tea and prasad was being distributed. Shiv Baba had given the direction that the last rites of the chariot should be done in an open space in front of the hostel for the training section. However, for this, there was a need to seek permission from the district magistrate as well as the police. As this was happening, construction of a raised platform at the designated spot began, as well as arrangement of sandalwood, camphor, pitcher had also been made. Along with this, Baba's chariot was being decorated with flowers for a trip through the town. During the afternoon, the chariot was kept in a jeep for the tour. Everyone was walking along with the chariot, like holy swans surrounding their sacred pearl. All the residents of Mount Abu were standing at the doors to see Baba's angelic presence. Once the Rath Yatra was completed, Baba's chariot was brought back to the designated place in front of the hostel. At this time, everyone started to prepare for Baba's last rites. Around 4 p.m. in the evening, all the Dadis and Didis arrived. Everyone stood there like a pillar in Baba's constant remembrance. Dadiji finally proceeded to perform the last rituals. In a few moments, Baba's chariot had started to get merged in the 5 elements. Since the beginning, Baba held a strong thought that every organ of his physical body will purify the elements. This scene was practically seen as Baba's chariot was merging into the elements. later, on the evening of 21st January 1969, everyone showered and gathered in the history hall for bhog offering through our Dadi Gulzar. This was the day of the new beginning, the day when Bab Dada spoke the first Avyakt Murli. Bab Dada said, Bap and Dada are always with you, even now, in order to make you Avyakt, and will always remain with you. Bab Dada is now meeting you spiritual jewels and saying farewell, and will then meet you again sometime. There is benefit in whatever happens. Bab Dada and benefit. There are no other words. Bab Dada simply spoke these two sweet words and went back to the subtle region. Ever since then, our beloved Brahma Baba has constantly been serving the humanity through his angelic presence. This is the story of the greatest wonder of all. This is the story of a life filled with integrity and humility. This is the story of Prajapata Brahma, the first deity, Adidev.
So, congratulations, we have completed one book, Avyakti Parivar, Adi Dev, for 8 months. Adi Dev book, we have gone through very main points and have gone through this journey with Baba. So, interesting part is that Baba, Shiv Baba came in Brahma Baba when Brahma Baba's chariot age was 16, and then the Brahma Baba became Avyakt when the chariot was 93. So that's completely 33 years. And we had our Adi Dev book in 33 episodes and 8 months. So it's amazing, right? So anyway, in September, something new. We'll see some new book. And of course, you must be wondering, what new we are doing in September? Yes, we have very interesting topic for September, but I won't reveal today. We will see tomorrow. So tomorrow is the transition day. So from one series to another one. So tomorrow we'll let you know what we are doing in September. And of course, it was a wonderful month of August. We had Rakhi, we had Dadi Prakashmani ji, very much live. Everyone must have felt a lot. Every single day, what Dadi Prakashmani ji shared, even few words, they were so powerful, right? We had been getting a lot of feedback about it. So thank you so much. And I'm sure any experiences which you have, please post on our website. It will be very much useful for everyone to read your experience, And of course, Bab Dada's words and everything is so rich, right? And we had our Didi's birthday also in August. So lot of good time together and much more in future also. So now let's get our homework for today. And please make sure you are with us tomorrow to know our next month series and all whatever we need to know. So I would like to invite our dear angel sister Gayatri, and she'll let us know our homework for the day. Welcome.
Om Shanti. Today is the 8th and final day of a visionary's voice in the words of Dadi Prakashmani. The questions that were posed to the Dadis can be described as perennial. Perennial meaning that these questions keep coming back to be answered again and again, generation after generation, in the BrahmaKumaris community, but also by our friends and by the larger world. As you would have observed, these questions do not have right answers and wrong answers. They don't have yes or no answers, but they require a reflective inquiry approach. And you would have observed from Dadi Prakashmani's responses, her answers were taken into a deeper domain of her being, perhaps into her dharna, not only what she understood from Baba's knowledge, but how did that understanding bring meaning to her life. And so when she was responding from both the understanding and the meaning that she inculcated, and we're calling it her dharna. When these same questions were put to the other two Dadis, Dadi Janki and Dadi Gulzar, their responses were equally reflective. They came from their dharna as well. And so today, as a teaser, I'm going to be featuring the answers from all three Dadis. And perhaps next March, when we're celebrating the anniversaries of Dadi Janki and Dadi Gulzar, I will share their responses to these very same reflective inquiry questions. So, let us take a look at that reflective inquiry question that was asked. If you were asked the question, who are the BrahmaKumaris? How would you answer in a few sentences? Before I share the responses of the three Dadis, Let us ask ourselves this question. So, Avyakti Parivar, how would you answer this question? Let us take a few minutes and with the pen of our thoughts, write the answer on a page of our mind. Who are the BrahmaKumaris? How would you answer this in a few sentences? Now, let us listen to the responses from the three Dadis. Dadi Prakashmani. Who are the BrahmaKumaris? We are true world servers. Our life is a life of the renunciation of vices, a life of tapasya, and a life of service. Our main message is that it is the time for each one to claim their right to liberation and liberation in life. Dadi Janki, who are the BrahmaKumaris? The BrahmaKumaris are godly children and servers. Dadi Gulzar, who are the BrahmaKumaris? The BrahmaKumaris are the instruments to give to the world what it needs: peace, love, happiness, and joy. Avyakti Parivar, who are the BrahmaKumaris? Write your answer and put it alongside the answers from the Dadis. Dadiji's Dharna. Even in relation to this question, who are the BrahmaKumaris, she connected it to her Dharna. We are easy yogis, karma yogis, and constant yogis. We have liberation in one eye and liberation in life in the other eye. Now, as we take drishti from Dadiji, let us do so and experience liberation from one eye and liberation in life from the other eye.
We are true world servers. Our life is a life of the renunciation of vices. A life of tapasya. And a life of service. We are easy yogis, karma yogis, and constant yogis. We have liberation in one eye and liberation in life in the other eye.
रूहानी बाप की रूहानी बच्चों को नमस्ते। रूहानी बच्चों की रूहानी बाप को क्यों नमस्ते। बाबा मम्मा नमस्ते, भाई नमस्ते है।
Om Shanti. Yeah, beautiful answers from Dadis about BrahmaKumaris, right? Okay. Om Shanti and good night, everyone. Good night. All the angels, you have started going to school today, I heard. So I extend my good wishes to all of you. You all have to be, yes, you are under Baba's canopy, but still remain careful. And I know you all are very, very good in your studies, but take rest properly. And I know you are doing well and will do more and more better. So good wishes for all the angels, little angels. Thank you and Om Shanti.
Recording stopped.